Next, we have Dr. Shady Adib, Research Associate at Africa Center for Digital Transformation, with the session Transforming the MENA region with the Generative AI Enhanced Digital Tools and the Internet of Everything. Dr. Shady will take us through how cutting-edge technologies like Generative AI and the Internet of Everything are evolving digital twins into adaptive, self-generating systems. The talk will showcase their applications across smart cities and infrastructure, providing a glimpse into how this innovation can position the MENA region as a global AI leader. Please welcome Dr. Shady.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. It's been a pleasure to be here, attending for the first time for DSC, and surely to be returned to Egypt after 5 years since I visited Egypt before I start my PhD. So I was gonna share with you today insight about digital twin. So I'm a little bit coming from an academic background, not like a business background or like an industry. So I spent all my life, or like particularly the last 13 years, working in academia. So my PhD was about digital twin. So I'm a civil engineer, and then I changed my mind 5-6 years ago when AI and digital twin started to be trendy, and it was like a challenge to say to anyone in industry or in academia, like I was gonna use digital twin in civil engineering. So I was gonna sharing how digital twin could be enhanced by AI or other emerging technologies or like new technologies to transform our region, or to introduce the transformation idea to the sectors which is not familiar with the concept of using AI in the field. So I'm sorry about the slides. It's a technical problem from the PowerPoint, but yeah. So we're gonna speak about a little bit about introduction. What is a digital twin? Why we need it? Why now? And we were gonna think about the evolution stages of digital twin, and ending with what is the current state of digital twin and what we are looking to achieve in 5 to 10 years with digital twin enhanced by GenAI. We will gonna go through some like real-time thinking of what should you expect to get from digital twin, including a real case studies and already existed projects in the MENA region. So a little bit about me. As I said, I have just finished my PhD at Newcastle University, focusing on developing a hybrid digital twin for real-time structural health monitoring and damage identification. So the main idea, when we go back 5-6 years ago, when I spoke with my supervisor, we were gonna use a concept of digital twin for monitoring the structural health. So we're gonna use AI or like a machine learning neural network. The question they raised, we are not trusting AI at all. There's no way to rely on AI, only AI. But the main idea here, or the main challenge, is how to use the AI concept in a bright way, how to use it to save lives, how to use it to predict what should be happen next if you have a real disaster or a real failure for this structure. So it was about developing a hybrid model. So the model I developed was a combination between physics-based model, which is relating to what we have learned in civil engineering, from physical equations, mathematical formulation, and so on, combined with machine learning to come up with a hybrid model, which could be updated very quickly online, give you an insight about the structural behavior, give you a decision about what should be next, and continuously learning from the sensors. Before that, I completed my master in Lithuania and did my bachelor in German University in Cairo 8 years ago. So currently, I'm focusing on advancing this developed framework using self-generating or autonomous digital twin. So let's start here a little bit about why we need it, why now. So it may be, you may be aware of, the AI now is not just more than a tool like what you have heard in the morning. But what I would say, machine learning, AI, digital twin, or this technology is not like an add-on now. It's not like a nice to have. It should be exist, should be integrated to your field, should be integrated to your sector. So basically, in MENA region, you can see some facts here. So we are speaking about 19.9 trillion investment in AI, with an investment in MENA region with 11.9 billion to be increased to 166, which is a big increase. And also, if you can see in the points here, you can see where the and the heat map where the countries start to thinking about AI. So, for example, Egypt starts thinking about adapting AI or start thinking about the concept in 2019, which is like 5-6 years ago. And you can think how this will going to help the sectors, how this going to help the investment even in industry, or how this going to help in academia. So a little bit about the challenges in MENA region. From my point of view, I might be totally wrong, but I mean, I'm thinking about smart infrastructure. So we currently facing a challenge of how we transform the infrastructure in the MENA region to be smart, how we can mitigate or like avoid having a failure issues or having like problems before it even happen with aging infrastructure. So I mean, in MENA region or even in Europe, in London, we have 72,000 bridges with more than 60% aging, which need to inspection for every 3 months, for every 6 months. I mean, in London, so London Bridge or like Westminster Bridge closed 3-4 times for the last 5 years because of a problem or like a maintenance issues or like an urgent inspection. So we could avoid that. You could avoid that if you have a real-time talk with the structure or real-time behavior of your structure. You can decide what should be next. You can reschedule the maintenance. You can inform the technicians or inform the stakeholders, inform the government that we need to do something. Again, for some countries in Africa, like Nigeria, where it's facing with flooding, for the last 10 years, 92 bridges have been collapsed in Nigeria due to flooding. Because there's no sensors, there's no real-time inspection, there's no real-time feedback from the sensor. So basically, what we are trying to do currently is we are trying just to have like a concept of structural health monitoring, which is just a sensors, and you can update your model in like a weeks or like a months. But what I'm saying now is we need to act with the development of AI to act to have a decision or like have insight in a second. So the idea here, I'm just trying to go quickly. Does anyone know about digital twin? No one? Yeah? Did you hear about the word digital twin anywhere? Okay. So simply, digital twin is a digital replica for any physical asset, any physical process, any physical system. You have a two-way communication between your virtual and physical model, which will be using to update your model quickly, continuously learning from sensors, from information, and have an insight about your asset, your process, your physical system. Oh, sorry. What's happened? Sorry. Quickly, the timeline for the digital twin, it's starting. So we have 2 generations. The first generation, where it's the normal simulation, and the second generation, which we're thinking about integrating AI. Currently, we have 4 phases of digital twin. So digital twin, which is like a mirror, and digital twin enhanced by AI, digital twin. The third phase is a digital twin enhanced by AI, but can give you a decision on real time. The fourth phase, which I'm currently working on towards my postdoc is autonomous digital twin, which could do all of these capabilities and be able to update the physical asset without any human intervention. So the evolution of digital twin is simply starting from not just data processing, but how we could, that's why the presentation is under the big data track, how we could get use of the data, how we can use the data in the right way, because otherwise you are gonna end up with a lot of hallucinations which could give you a wrong direction or like give you an unexpected decision or a total wrong decision. Oh my God, sorry. Right. So GenAI useful here for creating a synthetic data. So I can't say that I will gonna wait a years to something happen to the bridge or to something happen to the physical asset or to the infrastructure or to predict or to even wait for the forecast to give you like a prediction. So GenAI will create a synthetic data which is related to unexpected scenarios without need to wait until happening in reality. It will be mixed with the developed digital twin or the existing digital twin. So you can have a holistic overview of the data, a holistic overview of the scenarios and how the structure, how the system could behave. Once it happens in reality, if it happens in reality, the model will be able to predict it before it's even happened, because if this is start, the model will gonna act and see the deviation and give you insight on what should be next without even waiting for this to be happen. Another technology should be added here, or like we're trying to think or trying to introduce in the region, is instead of using Internet of Things, which all of you know about, we can use Internet of Everything. So the main question here is how the human insight can be converted into a real engineering problem and be fed to the digital model for real-time simulation or for real-time decision or enhancing even the decision.
Imagine a city that thinks, adapts,
I'm not expert in data or in data science or AI, but I did that with the help of AI.
GenAI-driven digital twins create a virtual mirror of entire cities, predicting traffic congestion, optimizing energy use, and even preventing infrastructure failures before they happen. In MENA, where rapid urban growth...
Sorry, because we are running out. So what we're trying to think here in the region, so as you say, in Dubai is one of the best location where they started thinking about AI, and they have now a Minister of Artificial Intelligence who they said that the region or Dubai will be leading in AI and digital twin by 2030. So this is a lot of case studies and how the countries use, or how the countries in MENA region use digital twin or AI-powered digital twins. So we have NEOM in Saudi Arabia. We have Dubai RTA, which is just released like months or weeks, and it's expected to cut the congestion by 20% or like enhancing the transportation system. So I'm just trying to run quickly. Sorry. Right. So you can see that how it's implemented in region like Dubai Health Authority or Dubai Health Services. And then we currently have a digital twin for the intensive care, which is already linked to the real intensive care. So they can predict what the problem or like anomalies in the machines before even start to propagate or to be like in a severe mood. Right, I think there's no time for the tractable. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So quickly, the challenges is coming again. As I said, it's relating to. Sorry, why it's okay. Yeah. So we have high initial costs. So in the region, we face the financial issues to implement these technologies. But what we're trying to do now is to introduce like the R&D concept, like the research and development concept, which is a collaboration between the academia and industry. and how we will gonna get use of this technology, and how we can do a lot of BOCs, a lot of visibility studies, so we can have a fund or like how we could use the financial funding from the government to apply it for the projects, or to apply these technologies for enhancement. Right, so I'm just trying. So this is one of the things, and I think it's been mentioned in the morning. So the national AI in Egypt, they just released the second edition of AI strategy, which is from 2025 to 2030, and it's really nice to have a roadmap, or like a strategy, or how we think about AI, what we need from AI, how we can like prevent the wrong use or the false use of AI or data or anything like this. So it's really nice to have something here in Egypt as a strategy. I mean, this is the second edition, so you can scan the code and you will be directed to the PDF. Okay, right. So I'm going to, so a quick roadmap here for the next 5 years. We're thinking of introducing the concept of AI-powered digital twin. So we're currently in the phase of understanding how digital twin can be applied in different sectors, how could be enhanced by AI, how could be enhanced with any other helping technologies. And then how we can use AI, not AI, but GenAI to predict the future. So this is a funny thing, because the right one here, just 1 minute. So the right one here is describing the heat map of the countries who said that the AI will gonna harm. And the left one is the investment, or like the global AI share market. So for example, in North America, they said was one factor, like it's totally harm. They are currently 37% of the market share for AI. So this is funny, and show you how they start afraiding of the concept of AI, or like GenAI. But after that, they're realizing that this is the future. This is how we can use it in a bright way. We can use it in enhancement for all sectors. Right. So I think I try to divide it into government, business, and academics. So for government, they should act now. They should invest. They should do a lot of fundings, a lot of caring for the startups, particularly for the R&D. For the businesses, they start thinking how they can, and I think now a lot of startups, a lot of business start thinking how they can implement AI into the sectors, into the departments, how they can transform the organization or the organization in a smart way. For academia, where something I belong to, we are trying to collaborate with industry to enhance the efficiency of the collaboration between, or enhance the efficiency of the employee in the companies with the knowledge from the academics. So currently we are doing, for example, as an innocence, like we're trying in UK to have an AI in civil engineering curriculum, where the student will be graduated with a civil engineering background and an expertise in AI, experience in AI. So it's not just AI engineer, for example, he will be a civil engineer with AI knowledge. Yeah, so we need to learn, we need to innovate research, we need to connect with each other, we need to think how we can connect the sectors together, how AI will help for all sectors, not just for IT systems or for IT companies or for telecommunication. No, we can use AI in civil engineering as well. So just takeaways. So I think AI is the most powerful thing to be used if it's used in a right way. We can combine it with technologies. So relying on AI only, I'm not saying that it will be 100% perfect, but we should enhance AI. We should enhance the technologies we are trying to use or we are used to use with AI, with generative AI, with any other new technologies which could transform the way how we learn, how we build, how we think. So yeah, I'm sorry for being late. Sorry, I know there's no time for questions. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Thank you.